Hey, once again, this is Chris at the Togi Palace introducing a travelogue type of video, which is a first for this channel. This is called Flight to Molokai. It was filmed the summer of 2013, and the flight was on Mokulele Airlines Cessna Caravan from Maui. And it shows basically crossing over to Molokai, flying along the north coast, and landing at the airport. So, hope you enjoy the flight to Molokai. So here we see the channel between Maui and Molokai, and here's the northeast corner of Molokai. And the first stop is Kalawao Valley and the waterfalls within it. You can hike back there. I think you have to have a guide though. And towards the mouth of the Kalawao Valley is Kalawao Valley Beach Park. As you see here, there's black sand beach, a little rough. There's a lagoon there. We saw some surfers, but there was really nobody else down there. You can see there's only a couple cars in the parking area. As we exit Kalawao Valley, we come around the corner and we'll speed things up. We're flying now along the north coast of Molokai. Continue along the north coast, we see the highest sea cliffs in the world. There are many waterfalls, including these Papala'ua Falls. If these cliffs look familiar, they were featured in the film Jurassic Park 3. Further along the north coast, we come up on Wailau Valley, and right next to that is Wailele and Oloupena Falls. You might notice we're flying below the tops of not only the clouds, but the ridgeline. It's hard to get this experience any other way except for private aircraft or the Mokulele flight from Molokai, or from Maui. Luckily, they took the northern route and not the southern route. Next up is a spot where they used to throw lepers into the ocean, where they had to fend for themselves. This is a remote area of Molokai for sure. This is the infamous Leper Colony of Kalawao, where Father Damien lived and died, trying to help the sufferers of this horrific disease, now known as Hansen's disease. This colony existed from 1866 to 1969, and some of the people who had leprosy still reside there. Kalawao is part of the Kalaupapa Peninsula, which is all part of the Kalaupapa National Historical Park, which includes the town of Kalaupapa itself. You have to get a permit just to visit this area, and there are limited ways to get in. While I've been there, they have strict rules photographing the residents, so I have to be careful what I share in case I accidentally include them in my video while I was in town. One of the approved ways to get into Kalaupapa is the Kalaupapa Guided Mule Tour. As you see here, we highlighted just some of the switchbacks. Speeding things up again, we need to climb above the sea cliffs to get above the airport. Molokai is definitely a unique experience and it's not for everybody. As you can see here, it's kind of bumpy and it's windy. And here we are coming up on the Molokai Airport. Across the channel to the south, you can see the island of Lanai. Now that you've seen Lanai from the air, or Molokai from the air, I have other videos, many other places you've just seen from the ground. Molokai is great just to get away from civilization, even though you're right between two very populous and busy islands of Maui and Oahu, which include Honolulu and Waikiki. Many stores and shops close early, and there are only a couple gas stations on the entire island. This is the Hawaii of old, the way it's meant to be seen. There's some abandoned resorts on the island, and sometimes it feels like a ghost town. But there are also long and empty beaches, including the longest sandy beach in all the islands, which was 3 miles long, and we had completely to ourselves. And the locals were always friendly. So as we taxi up to the small terminal here, that concludes this flight to Molokai. I hope you enjoyed it, and look for other travelogue type of videos on this channel. We'll see you later.